do this video because of the issue I have on my platform, and I don't think the technical team is doing enough to resolve this issue. Earlier on the 31st, I logged into my account, deposited some money, and I started playing my games just like I always do, and this was on first. So I deposited on the 31st, I deposited the sum of 100,000 naira, and this amount was credited to my account successfully. As you can see, this was my balance. Now I placed the bet, my first casino bet, and it lost. Then I placed my bet and it won, and this was my balance. The bet won the sum of 30,000 naira, and this was my balance. And if you scroll up, you notice that the next time I place another bet was for 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, and then it won a 60,000 naira bet. Now the balance became 150,000 naira. Then I placed a 200 naira bet, which won 600 naira. This was my balance. The next one was a 1,000 naira bet, and it lost the 2,000 naira bet and it won, and this was my balance. Now the next moved up to 200 naira, 400 naira, and all of them were lost bets. The 400 naira won, and then I had a 1,200 naira. Now this is where the problem started. I placed the 1,000 naira bet. Look at the time. It was at 8:01. Then a 2,000 naira bet at 8:02. A 4,000 naira bet at 8:02. An 8,000 naira bet at 8:03. And then a 16,000 naira bet at 8:05. Now after this 8:05 bet, my network had an issue and I couldn't place a bet at the next. I couldn't place the next bet, which left my balance at 123,000 naira. Then when my network returned, I placed a 32,000 naira bet. That means I doubled whatever I placed here and placed here, and this bet won. Please check the time. It is 8:13. This bet won, but the cashier did not verify this bet. This bet won, and the cashier did not credit the account. The account was credited for a while inside the betting platform, but the cashier did not verify it. This is what I'm talking about. I'll close my history because that is where the problem came in. This is casino. This is not my first time of playing game on Bet9ja, and I know when my game won or when my game lost. So under casino, I'll go to bet list. We are talking about a bet I placed at 18:30 on the first. This is the bet that the cashier was saying the bet was settled as at a loss. Why did this bet settle as at a loss? Why did this bet settle at a loss? A bet that I was notified that the bet won. The number I selected was the number that entered, but now they settled this bet at a loss. Why? Now I'll go back into the same game so that we can check the betting. So I'll go back to him. Because this is my first time and I don't wish to pay attention to this, especially when most of the time I used to have a lot of fun in the account. But this one is something I was very careful while playing it, and this is the game. While this game is loading, I would like to pull up my history again, because I've never had a case of resettling a bet, but clearly won at a loss. It's not like uh, the, this is on 31st. Okay, this this is the time we are talking about, and this was the bet. The next time I had that much bet place was the same amount place was on the same 31st. This is the second time I place this type of bet, this amount of bet. And if you notice, I started from 2000, which loss, then I played 4000, then 8000, then 16,000, then the same 32,000. But this one, when the 32,000 I won, I got this. So let's go back to the game, and I'm going to go into my history. This is where I can find my history. Now in my history, this is 26, 31st. So this is my bet of 31st. And the last one that won was 64,000. And if you look at this is the other 32,000 you said it was a loss. Please, does this look like a loss? This one is a loss, this is a win. This is a loss, this is a loss, this is a loss. Why did this win turn to a loss? Remember, it's at 6:23 that this bet was settled. At 6:23. Now let's go back to my history. So remember, when you place the bet, it start counting, and then few minutes later the bet is settled. So this is 32,000. That was placed at 6:13, and then 10 seconds later the bet was settled as a win, because the last bet I placed was on 5. The last bet I placed was 547, because it has not won. So there is no record of when the game completed. The only record when the game was played, because it is a loss. But this one was a win, so my account will be created. That is why a new record created. Please, I want you to look into this matter. This is not an amount I want to forgive or leave it to Bet9ja. So thank you for watching this video. I don't know what you are trying to do by not settling my bet, but I've tried contacting your support and they are not helping.